Imagine a time of profound religious devotion. 46 days of fasting, sacrifice, and solemn reflection. A period where worldly pleasures, especially food, are strictly curtailed. But deep within monastery walls, a secret, almost paradoxical practice was unfolding. The monks weren't just abstaining, they were sustaining themselves on beer. They called it Flussage's brought liquid bread. Far from being a forbidden indulgence, this potent brew was a cornerstone of their Lenten survival. But let's be clear. This wasn't the light lager you might grab on a summer afternoon. This was a different beast altogether. A rich, heavy, dark beer, packed with carbohydrates and vital nutrients. It was thick, almost chewy. For monks undertaking rigorous fasts, some even shunning all solid food, this liquid bread was a lifeline. It provided energy, sustenance, and perhaps even a little fortitude to endure the long days of prayer and service. It sounds like something ripped from the pages of a forgotten history book, doesn't it? A curious anecdote. But what if this wasn't just history? What if someone, today, decided to put this ancient practice to the ultimate test? Could a modern human survive for 46 grueling days consuming nothing but beer? Could they maintain their health, their sanity, their strength? The idea seems ludicrous, even dangerous. Yet, at least 2 individuals were captivated enough by the legend of the fasting monks to try. Meet J. Wilson. A journalist, a self-proclaimed beer fanatic. In 2011, the story of the monks ignited a spark within him. This wasn't a whim. It involved serious preparation. He needed the right beer, something mirroring the monks' sustaining brew. He collaborated with a local brewery, meticulously crafting a recipe. After tasting 9 different contenders, the choice was made. Illuminator, a doppelbock boasting a respectable 6.5% alcohol content. Each glass packed around 288 calories. Then came the logistics. Convincing his bosses to let him drink beer at work. That was another hurdle. But permission granted, Wilson embarked on his 46-day Lenten beer fast, documenting every sensation, every challenge, in a detailed blog. His writings would later become a book. Diary of a Part-Time Monk. His regimen: 4 glasses of Illuminator on weekdays, 5 on weekends. The first few days, he admitted, were torture. His mind fixated on bacon. The phantom smells of cooking food were a constant, agonizing reminder of everything he was missing. Hunger gnawed at him. Yet, surprisingly, he reported no persistent feeling of intoxication. He even continued to drive his car. To combat the intense hunger pangs, he drank copious amounts of water. This simple act proved crucial, especially for his kidneys. The results after 46 days. Wilson shed a significant 11 kilograms weight had intentionally gained beforehand. But it wasn't just about weight loss. He claimed the experience fundamentally shifted his perspective on life. Of course, it wasn't without physical consequence. Blood tests revealed elevated liver enzymes, a clear sign of the strain his body was under. Yet, thanks to the water, his kidney function remained stable. And his first meal after breaking the fast. In a move as unique as the experiment itself, he chose a bacon smoothie. Yes, a bacon smoothie. But Wilson wasn't alone in his quest to emulate the monks. Enter Del Hall, a brewer by trade. For Hall, the beer fast wasn't a one-off experiment, it became an annual tradition. Starting in 2019, he embraced the Lenten challenge year after year, drawing a large online following fascinated by his journey. Hall's approach was slightly different. While beer remained his primary source of calories, he allowed himself water, herbal tea, and black coffee. His daily intake ranged from 3 to 5 beers. Critically, he varied the types of beer he drank, preventing palate fatigue and ensuring a broader, albeit still limited, nutrient profile. He found this variety key to sticking with it. His biggest challenge: temptation. To combat it, he adopted a simple rule: absolutely no trips to the grocery store. Out of sight, out of mind. The effects on Hall's health were, perhaps, even more surprising than Wilson's. Year after year, he reported not just significant weight loss, but also noticeable drops in his blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and blood sugar. Improvements typically associated with healthy diets, not ones consisting solely of beer. His first post-fast indulgence: guacamole and a celebratory margarita. Hall became a vocal proponent, not of beer-only diets, but of challenging the vilification of beer itself. He argued passionately that moderation is key with any food or drink. In his view, the highly processed, sugar-laden standard American diet was potentially far more detrimental to long-term health than mindfully consumed craft beer. People demonize beer, he'd say, but what are they eating? Interestingly, neither man treated this purely as a physical endurance test. Echoing the monks they sought to emulate, they incorporated elements of reflection and purpose. Wilson dedicated time each day to reading Psalms. Hall used his platform and the attention garnered by his fasts to organize charity drives, raising funds for those impacted by various crises, including the pandemic. So, two men, centuries after the monks, proved it was possible. 46 days fueled primarily by liquid bread. They lost weight, faced cravings, monitored their health, and emerged with profound personal insights and some surprising physiological results. It's a testament to human endurance, a fascinating historical echo, and a challenge to our modern perceptions of diet, sacrifice, and yes, even beer. It's certainly not a recommended diet plan, but it forces us to ask, what other assumptions do we hold about the things we consume, and the resilience of the human body? The monks knew something, and these modern experiments peeled back just a layer of that ancient, liquid wisdom.